Today's class, everything's very low impact, but it is going to be a little bit spicy, all right? Yes. We're going to do a fitness Pilates infusion today. So we're going to start with a little warm up. Everything's going to be on the mat. Then we're going to do a standing series. Then we're going to come down onto the mat and we're going to do a mat glute burn series. Then we're going to do a little bit of core and then we'll just do a cool down. Okay, so we're just going to start. I'll get everybody to come to the back of their mats to begin with. And all we're going to do is we're going to come down, you're going to roll the spine down, touch the toes, touch the mat if you can. And all I want you to do is walk the hands out to a plank position, hold it for a second, and then walk the hands all the way back. And then come to standing. And then go straight back into the next rep. Come all the way down to the mat, walk those hands out, plank position, and then walk the hands all the way back. Now I want you to just keep going. This is just a gentle warm up. As you're walking those hands out to plank position, I want you to try to keep those hips as still as possible, because by trying to keep the hips nice and still, we're really starting to engage those core muscles and we're turning on all of those muscles deep inside the core. So I just want you to keep going, come down, touch the toes. You can bend the knees if you need to. This is just a warm up. So come all the way out, plank position, come back up to standing. And let's just go for one more reps. We're going to come down, touch the toes, bend the knees if you need to. Walk the hands all the way out to plank position. And ladies, now I just want you to hold it here. So I want you to come down into that plank position. Just hold it here. Then I want you to pop the knees down onto the mat. So you come onto all fours. And we're going to do some cat-cows. So all I want you to do is draw the belly button in, round the back, get a really nice roundness in the back. Push those hands into the mat through the shoulder blades. And then release and get that nice arch in the back. So I want you to think, just sticking the bum all the way out here and lifting the head all the way up. Now we're going to breathe in again. We're going to get that nice arch in the back. All that roundness in the back, pulling the belly button in, and then we're going to come all the way back down. Breathe in. And then breathe out. So we're just going to keep going with these cat-cows. Nice warm up. Breathing in and breathing out. Remember, every time you draw that belly button in, I want you to really focus on pushing those hands into the mat and really pushing through the shoulder blades. And we're just going to go for another 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now I want you to come back up into plank position. And all I want you to do is bring the right foot towards the right hand. So you have 2 options here. You can keep the knee up or you can bring the back knee down for support. And all I want you to do is lift that right arm all the way up towards the sky, following it with your eyes. And then bring the elbow down as low as you can in between the hand and the foot. And we're just going to keep it moving here. So we're going to get a nice little flow, opening up the hips. And then getting that nice twist in the spine as we bring that arm all the way up towards the sky. Breathe in and then breathe out as you come down. So this one's actually called the world's greatest stretch. So just enjoy it. Remember, it's just the warm up. Warming up the hips, warming up the spine. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I want you to bring that right hand back down onto the mat, and we're going to bring that right foot back. So we're back in our plank position. So we're just going to repeat this on the other side. So we're going to bring the left foot towards the left hand. You can bring the knee down for support or you can have it up. So you have 2 options. Let's lift that left arm up all the way towards the sky and then bring the elbow down as low as you can. Reach all the way up towards the sky, get that nice twist in the spine. And then open up the hips, bringing that elbow down towards the mat, in between the hand and the foot. And we're just going to stay here for another 10 seconds. Breathe in and breathe out. Just a couple more reps. In 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now I want you to bring that hand back down onto the mat. Come back into that plank position. Now all I want you to do is walk those hands back towards the feet. Remember, you can bend the knees if you need to. And let's just grab hold of the elbows. Relax here just for a second, and then I want you to lift yourself all the way up, vertebrae by vertebrae, coming all the way up to standing. And then just shake it out a little bit. Okay, so we're nice and warm now. So we're going to go into the first series. We've got a standing series. You are going to feel a little bit of the burn in the legs, okay? So you just do as much as you can do. 3 exercises, nice flow. All we're going to do is you're going to choose your starting leg. So everybody's going to come to one side of the mat, and you're going to lift the knee up towards the chest, starting position. All right, all we're going to do from here is I'm going to get you to come back into a curtsy lunge, and then you're going to come all the way back up to standing, lifting that knee up. We're going to do 10 of those. Once we get to the 10th rep, you're going to hold it here. Then we're going to go into a reverse lunge and then come back up to standing. We're going to do 10 of those. Then we're going to go into a lateral lunge. Come back up to standing, arms all the way up into the air. 10 reps. All right, so that's 30 reps. Curtsy lunge 10, reverse lunge 10, lateral lunge 10, but all body weight. And then the last exercise, we'll come into a sumo squat position, and all we're going to do is come down nice and low, and we're going to do 10 pulses. All right, so we're going to focus on one side first. Once we finish that side, we're going to go into the other side. Okay, so curtsy lunge, that's going to be our first exercise. Main tip with the curtsy lunge, you're going to do a small lateral side step. You're going to bring the knee down as low as you can. That might be here, it might be here. It looks different for everybody. Main tip, keep the hips facing forward. What you don't want to do is open up the hips like this. All right, so main focus, just trying to keep the hips facing forward. All right, so we're going to do 10 of those. Is everybody ready? I want you to really try to emphasize that movement with the arms as well, okay? That way we're getting a full body workout in. You should feel a little bit of a burn in the shoulders. So let's choose our starting leg. Let's start with the right leg, okay? Right leg is completely still. Left knee coming up towards the chest, arms up. Now we're going to go for 10 reps. Just go as slow as you want, or try to keep up with my tempo, all right? Okay, in 3, 2, and 1. Let's draw the arms down, come into that curtsy lunge, and come all the way back up. That's 1. That's 2. We're going to go for 10 reps, trying to keep the balance and stability. 3. Come down, curtsy lunge. 4. Lean into that front leg. 5. Keep those hips facing forward. 6. Push into that heel, squeeze the glutes. 7, 3 more reps. 8, 9. Okay, last rep. Then we're going to hold the arms up, hold that knee here. Hold it here. Now we're going to go into our reverse lunge. Okay, let's come back. Reverse the lunge, draw the elbows in, and then bring the knee up to standing. 1. Bring that back knee down nice and low. 2. Breathe in and breathe out. 3, 4. You can probably feel the burn now in that right leg. 5, 6, 7. Remember, just go as slow as you want. 8. 2 more. 9. Can you feel that burn? All right, squeeze that glute. 10. Let's hold it here. If you need to, just shake it out. All right, shake it out because I know it burns. Okay, so now we're going to go into our lateral lunge. All right, so we're going to come out to the side, pushing the hips all the way back. Perfect. Then we're going to explode back up, bringing the arms all the way back up. A lot of balance here. Okay, that's 1. Come all the way back up. 2. Push the hips back. 3. Remember, always bringing those arms all the way up towards the sky. 4. Breathe in and breathe out. Nice. 5, we've got 5 more to go. 6, doing really good. 7, last 3, keep the legs really strong. 8, 2 more, we're almost there. 9, last 1, and 10. Okay, ladies, now I want you to step it out. So you're in a sumo squat position. Okay, so your legs should be a little bit wider than the hips, feet facing out very slightly. And we're gonna come down, low squat. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna squeeze the glutes. We're gonna pulse for 1, 2, 3, 4, really pushing those heels into the ground. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And relax. How was that? Yeah? I feel like the first round is always the hardest because you're just starting to get to know the exercises. But now you know, and we're going to do the other side. Okay, have a sip of water if you need it. Grab a little sip.
Happy pre-birthday.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, pre-birthday. Yeah. Pre-birthday celebration.
All right, ladies, now you know what we're going to do on the other side. We've got to keep it balanced on both sides. All right, so we're going to go again, the other side. So this time our left leg is going to be completely still and we're moving the right leg. Okay, so let's shift all of the weight into that left leg. Let's draw the knee up towards the chest. So we're also using a lot of our core strength here for balance and stability. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's come into that curtsy lunge, nice and slow. Come back up. Bring the arms in, and then all the way up towards the sky. 2, lean into that front leg. 3, 4, that's good. Squeeze that glute every time you come back up to standing. 5, we're halfway. 5 more. 6, 7, doing really well. 8, feel the burn. 9, last 1, and 10. Okay, let's hold it here. Squeeze that standing leg in 3, 2, 1. Let's come into that reverse lunge, draw the elbows in, and then really emphasize that push all the way up towards the sky, using the shoulders. 2, breathe in and breathe out. 3, breathe in and breathe out. 4, load up that front leg. 5, breathe in and breathe out. 6, 7, 8, let's do 2 more here. 9, last 1, reverse the lunge, draw the arms all the way up to the sky. Let's hold it here, squeeze that standing leg, and we're going to go into our lateral lunge in 3, 2, and 1. Push the hips all the way back and come all the way back up to standing. Lots of balance and stability. That's good, just do what you can. 2, breathe in and breathe out. 3, 4, 5, we're halfway, we've got 5 more. Keep that standing leg really strong. 6, push those hips all the way back. 7, 8, all right, last 2, 9, last 1, and 10. Okay, now we're going to come into our sumo squat position. We're going to get those pulses in 3, 2, and 1. Let's do deep squat. Pulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo, it's hot. Is that Bali heat? It's different. Okay, so that was our first standing series. Now, 1 set is really good, but 2 sets is even better. All right, so we're gonna go again. But this time, we can move a little bit faster because we know the exercises now, we know the routine. This is gonna be our last set in the standing series, and we're gonna come down onto the mat. All right, is everyone ready? So we're gonna go back onto the right leg, curtsy lunge, 10 reps, reverse lunge, 10 reps, lateral lunge, 10 reps, sumo squat pulses. Okay? All right, let's bring that knee up in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Bring the elbows in nice and tight and up. That's 1, curtsy lunge. 2, strong shoulders. 3, 4, nice. Now we're all synchronized. 5, 6, breathe in and breathe out. 7, 3 more. 8, breathe in and breathe out. 9, last one. 10. Let's do reverse lunge in 3, 2, 1. Reverse the lunge. Bring that knee up nice and high. 1, breathe in and breathe out. 2, breathe in and breathe out. 3, reverse the lunge. 4, 5, we're already halfway. 6, squeeze that standing leg. 7, 8, 9, doing good, last one, and 10. Hold it here. Let's do our lateral lunge in 3, 2, and 1. Big lateral lunge, and then come back up to standing. Lots of balance. 1, 2, use the breath. 3, 4. All right, that's 5. We've only got 5 more. 6, 7, 8. Our last 2 reps here. 9, and last one. 10. Let's bring that foot down. Sumo squat position. All right, in 3, 2, 1. Deep squat. And let's pulse for 1, 2, 3, 4. Keeping the spine nice and straight. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one, and 10. All right, well done. Okay, now we're going to do the other side. So that only took a couple of minutes. Okay, so once you get into it, it does go quite quickly. So you can use that as motivation, all right? Okay, let's do the other side. This is our last set, then we're going to come down onto the mat. Whew, I'm sweating. Okay, that's good. That means we're working hard. Okay, now we're going to shift all of the weight into the left leg. All right, this is our last set. So let's bring the arms all the way up. Let's bring that knee up. And let's get ready to go in 3, 2, and 1. So come down, curtsy lunge, and draw the arms all the way up. Bringing the arms down as we lunge back, and then reaching all the way up. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember, keep those hips facing forward. 7, that's the aim. 8, you should really feel this one in the glutes. 9, yeah, that's good. And 10, hold it here. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go into our reverse lunge. Shoot the arms all the way up. 1, keep that standing leg really strong. 2, breathe in and breathe out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that's good. 9, last one here. And 10. Let's go into our lateral lunge in 3, 2, and 1. That's good. Keep the balance. And 1. Deep lateral lunge. 2. Pushing the hips back. 3, 4. All right, we're already halfway. That's 5 reps. We've got 5 to go. 6. Remember, keep those shoulders strong as well. 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Okay, now we're going to do our last set of sumo squats with the pulse. So let's come into position. You all ready? Deep squat. And let's pulse, pushing into the heels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, shake it out, relax a little bit. Have a sip of water if you need one. Wipe all the sweat away. Okay, so now we're going to do a little something down on the mat, all right? But do not be fooled. This is a glute burner, so you're still going to feel it, okay, in the glutes. But remember, you do as much as you can do, or you go as gentle as you like. You can stop at any point. Because what we're going to do for this round is we're going to do everything for time. So you basically have 1 minute just to do as much as you can do. So you can stop at any time. All right, so first exercise, we're going to be down on the mat on all fours. Now, again, we're just going to focus on one side of the body first. Keep it super simple. First exercise, right arm up and left leg up. Now, I want you to imagine that somebody is pulling your right arm and your left leg in opposite directions, okay? And then you're going to draw the knee and the elbow together, emphasizing a little bit of roundness in the spine. So you're getting a crunch in the glutes as well. And then all you're going to do is come back out. So you're going to breathe in and breathe out, okay? Squeezing that leg every time you push it backwards. We're going to do that for 1 minute, okay? Non-stop for 1 minute. You go at your own pace. And then what we're going to do is I'll prompt you. And after we've done that for 1 minute, I just want you to hold it here. And all we're going to do from here is just pulse, 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 okay? So that's when you're really going to start to feel that burn. So we are going to do 1 minute, 1 minute, okay? Again, you do what you can do. So let's come into position. You're going to be on all fours. Now I want you to lift the right arm up and push that left leg back. Try to keep the spine as straight as possible. Really emphasize drawing that belly button in. Now, when you're ready, I want you to start. So really bring the knee in to touch the elbow and then reach all the way back out. Perfect. Now remember, you're here for 1 minute. So you just keep going. You can go as fast as you like. You can go as slow as you like. You just do what you can do. The main thing is I really want you to focus on drawing the belly button in, keeping that core nice and strong, trying to eliminate any kind of arch in that lower back. Every time you push that foot backwards, I want you to point the toe, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the hamstrings, squeeze the quad so your whole leg is activated. You just have 10 more seconds. And then we're going to go into those pulses. All right, so let's get ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Now you're going to hold it here and just add those little pulses. So remember, I want you to really squeeze that glute, squeeze the hamstring, because that pulse should be coming from the glute, from the hamstring. At the same time, you're drawing the belly button in. Lift that arm up nice and high, strong shoulders. Again, imagine somebody is pulling your arm and your leg in opposite directions. You can go as fast as you like or go as gentle as you like, okay? You still have 30 seconds here. So just relax if you need to, and then when you're ready, you just start pulsing again. You should feel the burn. This one's a lot harder than it looks. Okay, you have 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. How did that feel?
You want the real answer?
Yeah, I want the real answer. Okay, what I'll get you to do, just for a little bit of rest, bring the feet together, bring the knees apart, and then just come into that child's pose. Bring the head down. And let's just hold it here for at least 20 seconds. Opening up the hips. Just relax. Take a few deep breaths. Because remember, we have to keep it even on both sides. So we have to do the other side now. Okay? Okay, whenever you're ready, let's start coming back onto all fours. So this time, we're going to be lifting the left arm and the right leg. Okay? So we're doing the opposite side. So let's come into position and we're going to get ready to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we're drawing the knee and the elbow together and then pushing both in opposite directions. Drawing the knee and the elbow together. Get that little bit of roundness in the spine. Squeeze that glute every time you push that leg backwards. Try to point the toe as you push that leg all the way back. Pointing the toe back, like a ballerina. Draw the elbow and the knee together. Squeeze the glute, squeeze the quad, engage that whole leg. Keep those shoulders nice and strong at the same time. So really extend that arm. You've only got 10 seconds left here, okay? Try to keep going. Use the breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Always use the breath. It's going to help you here. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let's hold it here and let's start with those pulses. So draw the belly button in, squeeze the legs, squeeze the glutes. Now these are just small pulses. You want to keep the hips facing downwards towards the mat so everything's nice and neutral. You want to keep the rest of the body as still as possible. So just those little pulses, they don't have to be big, they're just small. You're halfway through, you've got 30 seconds to go. Should feel the burn. Try to push through. Think resilience, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the legs, strong shoulder. You have 15 seconds left here. You can do anything for 15 seconds. A few deep breaths. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, shake the shoulders out a little bit. Now I want you to just sit back onto the heels. Bring the knees together so we can just stretch out the back a little bit. And again, come down into this child's pose. You want to pop the knees together. Try to bring the forehead down onto the mat. Just releasing any tension in the lower spine. Hold it here, just relax. So what we're going to do next is we're going to come into our ab series. All right, just to finish off. So we're going to do a few different exercises for the core, but everything's going to be down on the mat. So whenever you're ready, if you just come back into a seated position, I'll just demonstrate a few of the exercises first so that as we go into it, we can just keep flowing, okay? Because the same thing, we're going to do each exercise for 1 minute. We've got 5 exercises, all right? So first one, I'll get you to bring the legs out. Not completely straight, but not too bent. You want to have like that happy medium. Heels are down, feet are flexed. Now, you're going to start down on the mat, and all I'm going to get you to do is come up, touch the toes, and come all the way back, okay? So notice every time I come back, my arms are here, not back here, all right? So that way I'm having to use all of my core strength to lift myself up, touch the toes, and come back. Now you have 1 minute here to do as much as you can do. You go as slow as you like or as fast as you like. Then I'm going to get you to bring the knees up to a 90-degree angle. Arms are up. And all I want you to do is extend one leg and extend the opposite arm. Come back up. And then same thing on the opposite side. Now, this one requires a little bit of coordination, okay? So just take it slow. The main focus is tucking the pelvis under, okay? So making sure there's no arch in the lower back. So every time you extend one leg and one arm, you want to try to keep that lower back completely flat on the mat. 1 minute. Then all we're going to do is bring the arms down, lift the shoulders off the mat very slightly, and all we're going to do is opposite toe taps. Again, keeping that lower spine completely flat on the mat for 1 minute. Bringing the knees back up, 90-degree angle. And now we're going to go straight leg extensions, okay, for 1 minute. And then once we're done with this one, all we're going to do is flip it over. And we're going to come into a plank position. For 30 seconds, we're going to do little toe taps. And then we're just going to hold. All right, so that's our core series. Just 5 exercises, 1 minute each exercise. Except for the plank, we've got 30 seconds, 30 seconds. Okay, it's a lot to remember. I'll prompt you as we go. All right, first exercise, just with our sit-ups. So remember, let's come into position. Legs aren't completely straight, legs aren't too bent. You want to find that happy medium. I want everybody to come down onto the mat, bring the arms up just above the chest, and I want you to focus on bringing the lower back completely flat on the mat, so your core is already engaged before you even start, okay? And we're going to do sit-ups in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go for 1 minute. Trying to keep the back nice and straight, coming all the way up, reaching forward, touching those toes. That's it. So I want you to flex the feet. That's it. Bend the knees very slightly. Yeah. So just like this. Flex the feet. Yeah, perfect. And then come down. Come all the way up, touch the toes, and come back down, nice and slow. So remember, it's all about control, controlling every movement, using that core strength to lift yourself all the way up and lower yourself all the way back down to the mat with control. We've got 15 seconds left here. Breathe out as you come up and breathe in on the way down. Breathe out and breathe in. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring those knees up to that 90-degree angle. Bring the arms up just above the chest, and we're going to go into that dead bug. So we're going to extend one leg and then extend the opposite arm and come back up. Extend the opposite leg and the opposite arm and come back up to the center. I want you to keep going for 1 minute. Remember, your aim here is to really keep that lower back completely flat on the mat. So I want your core to constantly be engaged. Every time you extend that leg and you extend that arm, you should feel your abs shaking a little bit as you're using your core strength to push that lower back into the mat and keep it there. All right, we have 15 more seconds, and then we're going to go into those little toe taps. 10 more seconds. Use the breath, breathe in and breathe out as you extend and then come back to the center in 3, 2, and 1. Okay, ladies, now let's come back to that tabletop position with the legs, 90-degree angle. We're going to bring the arms down by the side. If you can, lift the shoulders up just very slightly, and we're just going to start with the alternating toe taps. Every time we bring that toe down to the mat, keeping the back completely flat on the mat. Use the breath. We're going to go for 1 minute. Keeping the core really tight, pushing that lower back into the mat. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Just nice, slow, controlled movements, tapping that toe on the mat every time, keeping the back completely flat, pushing that lower spine into the mat. We have 20 seconds left. Try to make every rep count. Toe tap, alternating those legs. All right, just 10 more seconds. And then we're going to hold it at that 90-degree angle. And we're going to go into our straight leg extensions. In 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Now we're going to straighten one leg and bring it back up to that 90-degree angle whilst we start moving the opposite leg. So we're alternating. Reach and come back in. Reach that leg, point the toe. Engage the leg, the quads, the glutes, the hamstrings, pushing that spine into the mat, lifting the shoulders up off the ground very slightly so your core is constantly engaged. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Nice, slow, controlled movements. We're halfway there. Keep it going. We've got 20 seconds to go. Bring those legs back up, 90-degree angle. Just 15 seconds to go. 10 seconds. A few more deep breaths, a few more reps. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now we're going to come into a plank position. So everybody onto the forearms, and we're going to hold it here, and all you're going to do is little toe taps out to the side. Nothing too extreme, okay? You don't have to go super wide. Keeping the hips nice and still, just tiny toe taps out to the side, alternating. In 3, 2, and 1. We're going to be here for 30 seconds. So I want you to try and bring the back down as flat as you can. So imagine if I was to put a cup of coffee on your back, it should be able to balance there. So you want to try to keep the body as still as possible, keeping those hips facing down towards the mat, really drawing the belly button in, little toe taps, strong shoulders. In 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now we're going to hold it here, strong plank. Your aim here is to stay as still as possible. Really draw the belly button in, make sure your back is completely flat. Now strong shoulders, really push those elbows into the mat, pushing through the shoulder blades, a tiny little bit of roundness in the back as you're drawing that belly button in. You're doing really good. You've only got 10 seconds to go. So come into position. We're going to hold it here for the last 10 seconds. In 3, 2, and 1, and relax. Okay, what I want everyone to do is just lay down on your back, okay? Bring the legs out straight and bring the arms out straight. Now we're just going to really stretch out the abs. So lay down here, stretch out those abs because you just did a lot of ab work. Lay down, completely relax. Let the whole body just flop down on the mat. Imagine somebody is pulling your arms and your legs in opposite directions. And just lay here for another 15 seconds. Stretch out those abs. How's everyone feeling? Good? A little bit of energy. A good workout, but not too much at the same time. Full body workout. All right, so what I'll do is I'll get everybody just to come up into a seated position, and we're going to bring the legs out nice and straight. So we're going to do a little spinal twist. All I want you to do is we're going to bring that right foot over the left knee. Okay, now I want you to lift that left arm up, and I want you to bring the elbow just around the knee, and you're going to twist the spine. And we're just going to hold it here for a few seconds. Now, I want you to try to keep that spine really straight. Think about your posture. Twisting. You can push the elbow into the knee to help you twist. And try to look behind you for 3, 2, and 1. All right, now let's come back around. And we're going to switch it over. So now we're going to bring the left foot over the right knee. And we're going to bring the right elbow towards that left knee, and we're going to twist in the opposite direction. Try to keep the spine nice and straight. Good posture. Just a little bit of a twist here for the thoracic spine. And we're just going to hold it here for 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now we're going to bring the legs back together. We'll do a forward fold. All right, so first of all, I want you to put the hands down by the hips, just to really emphasize that straightness in the spine. Bring the arms all the way up. And I want you to lead with your chest, okay? So open up the chest, come down, and then just bring the arms down. It doesn't matter how far you can come. I can't come all the way forward, I can only come to here. So long as you can really feel the nice deep stretch all down the back of the hamstrings. So try to flex the feet. And I want you to push the back of the knees into the ground. That way you're going to feel that nice stretch all down the back of the hamstrings. Breathe in, and then every time you breathe out, see if you can come forward just a little bit more. Grabbing hold of the toes if you can, opening up the chest. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come all the way back up, And then I'm going to get you to lay down on the mat. We're just going to stretch out the glutes a little bit. So I want you to bring those legs up to a 90-degree angle. And all we're going to do is we're going to bring that right foot over the left knee. And then we're going to grab the front of the shin on the left leg. All right, now we're going to relax the shoulders on the ground. And I'm just going to get you to pull that left leg in towards you. So you should feel that stretch in the right glute. So the right leg or the right foot is over the left knee. And we're holding that left leg, feeling the stretch in the right glute. And just release that gently. Now we're going to do the other side. So we're going to bring the left foot over the right knee. And we're going to grab that right shin. And then we're going to relax on the mat, shoulders on the mat. Pulling that right leg in towards the chest as much as you can. Feeling that deep stretch. All in the left glute. And then release. And last of all, what we're going to do is we're going to come onto all fours. And I'm going to get you to bring the right foot towards the right hand. That left knee is down on the mat. And all I want you to do is open up that hip. So we're getting a nice deep stretch in the hip flexors. If you can, try to open up the chest. And you can even push onto the side of the foot if you want to. Just really open up those hips. And then if you feel ready and you want to get a nice deep stretch in the quad, I'll get you to then grab hold of that left foot. If you want, you can grab hold with both hands. If not, just hold with one and keep the other hand on the right knee, just for a little bit of balance. And the more you lean into that front leg, the deeper that stretch will be in the quad. Just take a few deep breaths because this is quite a deep stretch. And now we'll just release that left leg. We'll bring the hands back down onto the mat. We'll come into a plank position. And now we're just going to bring the left foot towards the left hand. Bring that right knee down. Open up the chest. Open up the hips. Good stretch for that hip flexor. Remember, you can come onto the side of the foot if you want to. Just getting a really deep stretch. And then if you want to, if you feel ready, you can grab hold of the right foot as we did on the other side and try to really lean into that front foot, pulling that right foot up towards your bum and getting a nice deep stretch all in the quad. All right, and release. Perfect, good job. How are you feeling? Good? All right, perfect. Good class.
It was nice that the sun was behind the clouds for most.
I know. We had shade to begin with and we kept the shade for the whole time.
And now I just felt a raindrop.
Yes, so we finished just in time. Now we can go enjoy breakfast.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for joining. That was a lot of fun.